5th of February, the same day that the papers are abuzz with pictures of Kate Middleton on her first official royal engagement, where she christened a lifeboat in Anglesey yesterday. And inviting you by royal appointment to a lunchtime engagement starting right now, alongside me, Kate Thornton, are Lisa Maxwell and Sherry Hewson. Draw the week to a close are two men with enormous expertise. Our first guest's niche lies in the bygone days and ancient burial grounds. It's Time team presenter Tony Robinson, and we're always gawk-smacked at this man's depth of fashion knowledge, especially when it comes to the female form and how to dress it. Please welcome Gok Wan. How are you both?
Good, good.
Yeah?
How are you?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, we're good, thank you. Now, Gog, it's been said by some that us loose women are old relics who are prone to making a few fashion faux pas. So between the two of you, can you do anything for us?
Well, what do you reckon? Can we sort them out?
Scrape the dirt off with a trowel.
Oh!
Why is he asking Tony?
Because we're old relics.
Oh, that's...
Keep up, dear.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. But thanks for ruining it, Lise. Thank you both. We'll be on sparkling form by the time you get up, promise. Now, more from them later, but first, you may have noticed that there's an empty chair today.
Yes, here it is.
Yes, don't worry, Carol's not
Empty
drunk.
chair.
She's actually on her holidays. It's about to be filled with one of the most popular women in loose women history. Much like an antique, she's rare, rather expensive, and no one knows how old she is. Who could sit in a chair like this? She's back! Jane McDonald!
Just picked them up at the bus station.
After Jane.
That's what you've been doing all this time.
It was either the bus station or the fire station. I can't quite...
How lovely is it to have Jane?
Oh, it's lovely to see you. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Oh, lovely welcome.
Are you married? Are you married?
No, I'm just pretending. It's much more fun.
So you've been having fun then, obviously, while you've been off?
Well, yes, because, I mean, that's the thing. When you're not married, you can still...
Still do it?
Yes. No, not... Oh, no, I couldn't... No.
No, it's too messy.
I'd still rather have a cup of tea.
Is Ed still in the shed?
He is, love,
It's
yes.
a blessing.
He's either in the shed or chained to a radiator. He's lovely. He's just lovely. And, you know, my mother... She's still good, bless her.
Still cruising.
Hello, Mother.
Hello,
She'll be made up. She'll be made up. I'm back home.
She
She's
will.
lovely.
Listen, you're out of the house. She'll be round doing your hoovering.
Oh, I hope so. Get the stew on. Get the stew on.
Well, Jane, I can't tell you how nice it is to have you back. So should we get down to business? Are you ready to blow off the dust?
Oh, I'm glad you finished it off there. Yes, let's go for it.
Oh, it's a familiar feature on this show. Katie Price has been making headlines once again, this time for confessing to ES magazine that despite being separated, she and estranged husband Alex Reid still meet up for sex. In the full interview today, she revealed that, quote, he comes around to the house for some fun, and she believes that everyone at some point in their lives has revisited an ex in the bedroom. So is Katie right? Can sex with an ex be a good thing, and does it have to be full of emotion? Can you just cut off and go with it?
Well, I didn't think I'd ever agree with anything Katie Price said. But yes. I think you can have a bit of fun with an ex, actually.
Not now, not now.
I don't. Well, no, I've been with Paul 14 years.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, when I was a young flibbity-gibbet of a girl,
Yeah.
When
you were small?
When I was... Smaller. It's quite hard to define when that was, but my first boyfriend, when I was 17, it was quite hard to break up, and the relationship was in the toilet, but I just couldn't seem to get away from him, really, and just kept straight, had this kind of weird chemistry, and also the drama of, you know, he said to me he'd never get over me, and I just was a sucker for a...
But he obviously did, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Jane.
What do you mean? You mean over me, under me, around me?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm glad you're back to explain these things. Yes, so I kept going back to him, and unfortunately I was with someone at the time, and I got caught going back. and I nearly lost the person I was with. And I was with them for a long time afterwards, and I managed to convince them, I don't know how, that I would be with them, and that was the end of it. And I've never done it since. It's a dangerous game to play, but it is hard to cut off ties completely.
Sex is a funny thing, though, isn't it?
Not in my house.
It makes me laugh. Well, chance would be a fine thing. I don't really remember it. Such a little, for so little, you know, all that fuss and mess for nothing. Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Oh, yes. With an X,
yes,
Y and Z.
Yes, no, but the thing is, though, what if you go back to your ex and then you do it, and then you go, oh, it's as bad as it was the first time?
And then you know you made the right decision.
Made the right decision.
But you wouldn't go back to them if they were bad, you know.
No, but what if you forgot
It's like going back to a restaurant that gave you food poisoning. You just don't.
But it isn't just
you
about...
could be joined and go, what's... Ooh.
No, but it isn't just the physical thing. It's the drama and the romance of somebody saying, I'll never get you out of my system. I just want to be with
out
you.
Of my bed.
And...
Ooh. Don't want
see,
to...
yeah. But a man will always tell you what you want to hear. So he's going to say, isn't he? I'll never get over you, Lisa.
Oh, you jaded, Jane McDonald.
What do you mean?
Never.
That's right.
I'll never get over you. Now get your kit off. That is such a man thing to do. And I must admit, I admire you because, I'll be honest, I've never had that good a sex, so I've really wanted to go back that much.
Just keep running.
But you know, the key figure is me. It's me who's not right good at it. But I'm learning. I'm getting there. But no, I think, and for me, look, I've gone back to what I was
saying, can you?
It's something that is very important in a relationship.
And does it have to be in the right place?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
You're not in the back of a car.
No, exactly.
And it is quite common now, because especially like with things like Facebook, you know, people that are going back and retracing ex-boyfriends and things, and times when they thought they were happy, and they end up leaving their current partners, don't they, a lot of people, and going back to what they imagined was a happy time in their lives.
Yeah, and that's it. It's the time of the life. It's not the person you were with. I think it's the time of your life when you had no worries, it was carefree, you didn't have mortgages and 15 kids or whatever you've got.
Yeah.
You know, and life was a better time.
And your memory plays tricks, doesn't it?
Well, yours
Because you
does.
remember things... I don't remember, really.
No.
And the thing is, you remember things that maybe didn't happen and should have happened, and things were bigger or smaller, not in that way, but, I mean, do you know what I mean? And your relationships, I mean, and they were different then, and...
And also, I think Katie, God love her for doing that, but there's plenty more fish in the sea.
There is,
isn't
Jane,
there?
yes.
You know, and OK, she might live in a puddle, but, you know, I think it's time, you know, there's
and you've
loads
got a
out
big
there.
strapping flipper. Whatever it's... What's it? I meant, you know, a fish.
Yeah.
I've got
Flapper.
a lovely fish.
Yes,
I have
you
got
have,
a very nice fish.
What are we
Do you know?
discussing?
How did we get onto water features?
In puddles.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's...
Well, it is Fish Friday.
Oh, behave. I don't think it's a good thing to go back.
Never.
No.
Never go back.
No.
Not for that.
Well, I don't know, maybe with someone like Alex Reid, forgive me, but I think you're probably better off just doing that than having a long phone conversation.
Oh, poor Alex Reid. Listen, we have to go to a break now. I'm sorry if you're watching Alex. He's been dumped by his wife and now kicked by little Lisa
They're
Maxwell.
all they're a bit strange.
When we return, is it a positive move or plain patronising that the government planned to make it mandatory that women are given a helping hand to make it to the boardroom? Find out what we think in a bit, but first, here's a little peek at who's dropping by next week.